وارحمهما كما.
Welcome to Fit to Parent. I am Monye Christian. Today we'll be looking at the greatest parenting or leadership secret in the world. This greatest parenting or leadership secret in the world was developed by a University of California professor of psychology, Albert Mehrabian, and mentioned in his book, The Silent Messages. This secret is the 7, 38, and 55% rule. This 7, 38, 55% rule is the greatest discovery in human history. This rule, if applied in parenting or leadership, can yield 90 to 100% results. So, it is important we discuss it. This rule summarizes the impact of our parenting actions on our children. It reveals what works and what can be counterproductive in parenting. Your understanding of it will determine the extent you can influence and impact your child and others. One interesting thing about this rule is that it is universal. It is like a traffic light. Anywhere you go all over the world, it means the same thing. For instance, green means go. Red means stop. While amber means caution. That is, look before you go. Remember, if you violate the traffic light, you can crash into another vehicle and cause an accident. Or you can kill someone or even get killed. This also applies to the 7, 38, 55% rule. You can hurt your child or hurt yourself in the parenting process if you don't understand this 7, 38, and 55% universal rule. Note, this 7%, which is verbal, 38%, which is vocal, and 55%, which is visual rule, is designed to teach us parents 3 basic things in parenting. 1, what to do, what to stop, and what to be cautious of in carrying out our parenting responsibilities. Let me share my personal experience with you. This 7, 38, 55% rule is one of the things that changed positively the course of my parenting journey. It became a tool that regulated me as a parent, a father, and a husband. It guides me when to proceed, when to pause, and when to be cautious. The more I became aware of it and applied its principles, the more I became better at parenting. But each time I forgot to apply this rule, I tend to begin to overreact in my parenting and family life. Albert Mehrabian rule states that 7% of meaning is driven by spoken word, verbal behavior. Then 38% of meaning is driven through the tone of our voice, which is vocal behavior. While 55% of meaning is driven through non-verbal behavior or body language. This means that the most effective aspect of influence and impact are not spoken words or the tone of our voice or the volume we use, but silent messages which are non-verbal. Unfortunately, in this part of the world, spoken words and the tone of our voice are the most available parenting tool we know. Little wonder we are getting counterproductive results in parenting. Now, let's do a little mathematics. If you add the 7% spoken word and 38% tone or voice together, it will give us 45%. You see, it is not even up to 50% pass mark. This means that the game of parenting is not a game of words or voice, but something deeper. This understanding will help you see the importance of parenting education. The 7, 38, and 55% rule is a self-regulation tool that puts us in check and help us catch moments when our actions are moving from communication to command, dictating, yelling, nagging, cursing, bullying. Note, when actions move from communication to command, the result is often abuse, trauma, and meltdown. Command, dictating, yelling, bullying, threats, cursing, etc. has serious negative effects on a child's self-image and behavior. Without you knowing it, they bring a child into the feeling of worthlessness and leads to adverse childhood experience, ACE. Children who struggle with the thoughts of worthlessness keep making mistakes and can hardly do anything right. Our brains are wired for connection, but verbal abuse, trauma, or meltdown rewire them for protection. This is why behavior or good behavior is difficult for a traumatized or a hurt child. Note, raising our voice on our children can never bring out excellence in them. In fact, it has been found that the easiest way to raise thugs and juveniles in the society is to bring up children in an environment where cursing and yelling thrive. Unfortunately, it is the only way of enforcing rules and discipline on a child for many parents. Let's see the danger of parenting with the 7% and 38% rule. If your verbal and the vocal behavior goes beyond 7% and 38% respectively, it begins to have a negative impact on your child's psychology and can alter that child's paradigm. This often leads to verbal aggression, physical withdrawal, and social isolation. Note, children begin to display physical and verbal aggression when our verbal behavior moves from communication to command. A research from Christian Parenting International has shown that children fear parents that are calm and of few words more than the shouting ones. Calm, confidence, and firm is what authority is all about. These are the words children understand, respect, and respond to. St. Francis de Sales said, "Nothing is as strong as gentle, and nothing is as gentle as restraint. Real authority is temper and gentle, but firm. Now, let's see the 55% rule, the ultimate rule, and how it is applied in parenting. But before attempting this 55% rule, let's do a general recap. In all human relationship or leadership, which parenting is the most vital? Spoken word, which is verbal, only has 7% impact. While tone of voice or volume we use, which is vocal impact, only has 38% impact. Then the one that has 55% impact is the body language, non-verbal, which is often silent messages. This invariably means that the greatest tool of influence and leadership are not words or tone of our voice or our voice, but silent messages, a non-verbal body language. Meaning, I can influence, impart, lead without talking or raising my voice. I wonder, what kind of a secret is this? If you don't know this 55% rule and how to apply it, the chances of failing in parenting or any leadership position are high. Before you doubt me, let's do a review and see where you are in your parenting journey or leadership. If your leadership or parenting is still characterized by command, dictatorial, yelling, nagging, cursing, bullying, punishment, it means that you are still within the 7% and the 38% parenting or leadership paradigm or zone. Here is characterized with counterproductive results. Say, how do I know? The 7, 38, and 55% rule is a measuring tool that makes our leadership or parenting result predictable. Now, to move from 7 and 38% paradigm of verbal and vocal parenting to 55% paradigm of non-verbal parenting, you need what is called hypnotic parenting training. Hypnotic parenting training is the only thing that will help you win in parenting, in leadership, in any human relationship. It is the only training that will help you understand and maximize the 55% rule, which has been predicted to yield accurate results in parenting and leadership. But because of our time, we are not doing this hypnotic parenting training in this episode. We will record it in subsequent episodes. Just to throw a little light on it so you know what to expect. The 55% rule is the golden rule. It's the greatest parenting or leadership secret in the world. If you master it, you will win in parenting. You will win in leadership. You will win in any human relationship. The body language involved in the 55% rule is called hypnotic language. It is silent and non-verbal, but very powerful. It is a tool that brings people to hypnosis. Somebody will say, what is hypnosis? Hypnosis is that brings our brain frequency to vibrate below consciousness, theta, and open up the subconscious mind. And at this point, anyone can be influenced. Why? Because you have been brought into a state where you cannot differentiate what is imagination or reality. This is where we will bring this episode to a close. Till we come your way in the next episode. Thank you for watching and see you in the next episode.